I'm Andy Swanson, the managing editor with SnowGoer Magazine, and I'm here with Andre Fournier, the director of engineering with Ski-Doo. We've just taken a look at Ski-Doo's 2012 lineup, and we've got some very interesting technology here in the rear suspension.
Yes, one of the big news we have this year is the new rMotion rear suspension. So it's a completely new rear suspension, and it has lots of improvement versus what we had before.
What are some of the? There's a lot of adjustability built into this machine. Can you tell us about some of the adjustability and the improvements that there are?
Yeah, one of the main goals was to increase adjustability and increase the ease of adjustability. So you'll have the chance to order some package where the rear spring preload, the compression clicker at the rear, everything will be outside of the suspension on the tunnel.
What are some of the benefits that a Ski-Doo customer is going to feel with this new suspension versus the SC5 suspension that you have been running for the past few years?
Mainly, that suspension offers us to give more comfort and more capacity in the bumps, both because of more stroke. It has more stroke, that suspension, and less natural transfer, so it's a way better suspension when we're doing the calibration.
The other snowmobile manufacturers seem to be adding a lot of adjustability into their rear suspensions, which you have done here as well, but you've done some other different things as far as fundamentally different things with the geometry of the suspension.
Yes, this is a totally new geometry, and mainly it's about the rear shock motion ratio. So that suspension is fully progressive all the way to the end of the stroke, and as you can see it when we compress it, all the way in the stroke of the suspension, you'll have a progressive rate rear shock motion ratio.
One of the other characteristics you've talked about with the suspension is better weight transfer. Andre, tell us how that works.
Yes, our goal was to really limit the natural transfer of the suspension. So that's the ability of not the ski to lift naturally, and we achieved this with a way longer front arm and with the link at the rear, and then we have way less coupling of the suspension.
What machines are we going to find this skid frame in?
You'll find it in all the MXZ-X and XRS with all the engines, even the XR1200.
Okay, thank you, Andre.